I'm James Bettis, and my wife and I, we started 3W Races after we moved to Colorado. We uprooted our life from the East Coast. I did some triathlon, did some Ironmans, did some running events, and we just really decided we wanted to move away from the water, move to the mountains, so we chose Colorado. But when we moved there, we really wanted to find a community that we could connect with, that was really very interactive with one another, but had a real sense of community and giving back in a humanitarian way. So got involved with a lot of charities, and so we thought, well, why don't we put together something where we can enjoy athletics and humanitarian causes? And so, racing it seems like that's the trend. So we decided to put on our first event. We did that on January 1st of 2012. And the event, everybody told us, don't worry if they don't, accept you. You're from outside of town. Colorado's a very kind of niche-y. They're really into be a part of the community, be there, be involved. But it was very successful, so we did the exact same race 6 weeks later in the same location, and the race doubled. And so we said, okay, well, heck, then let's just do this. And so our first year in business, we saw about 4,700 registrations that first year. This year we'll see about somewhere between 19 and 20,000, and that was 2.5 years ago. So we have done, of our own events, we've produced about 150 events, and we've produced, in the 2.5 years, not this year, and then we manage about 50 other events for other companies. So Skirt Sports, Chick-fil-A, Playworks Denver, March of Dimes, we've helped them, JDRF, Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation, we've helped a couple of them with their 5Ks that are associated with their walks. In putting on a race, my role within the company is I oversee the sponsorship procurement, I oversee an ambassador program that we created. Really I'm a lot of the idea generator and us coming up with new concepts and races. Michelle is really the one that sort of manages the race and the runners. She's our race director, and then we have 3 race directors that work for us as well. The big piece that I'm just going to talk about for like 30 seconds before Michelle goes into it is the communication piece. Communicating with our racers, our sponsors, our volunteers, and really that's what matters. Is if you say you're going to do a thing, then do the thing. That's what people want. Racers are pretty reasonable. I mean, sometimes they do come across as lemmings, and you get frustrated that they get off course. You have 700 people in a race and one person gets lost and they're like, I can't believe you didn't mark that course. I'm like, the other 699 people are over there at the finish line. So communication is the big thing. We're just big about, if you say a race is going to start at 8 a.m., then start your race at 8 a.m. If you say there's going to be awards for the top 3, then give awards in the top 3. If you say that you're going to have tech shirts versus cotton, then have the thing. And most racers are really great about that. I mean, most people are pretty reasonable if you just do the thing you say you're going to do. And so that's where Michelle comes into, because it's all about communication. And we have been accepted in our communication styles because I'm a big picture thinker, and I really just want to know 3 things with the races. That's where it is, when does it start, and what do I get? And that's it. I don't care about the other details. Michelle wants the 37-page printout that says everything. So we meld those 2 together when we communicate. When we send out our racer emails, it's sort of a 2-part email. It's a giant email, but the top part of it specifically bold lines that says, for those of you that don't like detail and you just want the bullet points, here's the 3 top things you need to know. This is where the race is, this is when it starts, this is where you park. Done. If you want more detail, read below, and it's like paragraphs. We try to create and meld the best of both worlds. So our races are fantastic for elite athletes. We're in Colorado, so we get elite athletes all the time. Amanda and Chris Lovato, pro triathletes, race with us. Malia Mullins, the winner of the Atlanta Marathon, runs with us every other race. Nicole DeBoom. And we also have the person who just got off the couch yesterday because their coworker invited them out. And they all have a great time, because you can make a really super successful event if it's ran well, communicated properly, and you do all the things you're going to say that you're going to do. And professionals will like it, and the guy that has never run a race with them.